Hi there, Zamir for NerdTube. These are my thoughts and I guess spoilers of Welcome to Wrexham Season 3. I've been binging this show for the last couple of years. Absolutely fascinating to see this warts and all fly on the wall documentary of probably one of the most recognizable and unluckiest clubs in club football, in world football. Wrexham has been bought by Rob McElhenney and Ryan Reynolds. They've taken over and they've got to appreciate what British values are, especially Welsh values to be more precise, regarding football and what it means to them, and how football is basically everything in people's lives and what it does to communities, the passion of the game, following the game, just being a part of this whole symbiotic thing that football does to a community. It's absolutely fascinating, and it's really amazing to see a couple of outsiders in McElhenney and Reynolds investing in this, embracing it, being a part of it, falling in love with it, and it meaning everything to them, and just their engagement with the players and the fans and the media and all of that is great. I mean, they're buying this club for them, and what it did to the people of Wrexham, it just doesn't get any better for so many people, because the improvement in their lives, in the community, in the economy, you see it in every season, especially this season as well, because in this season, as we already know, Wrexham got back-to-back promotions. They were promoted from the National League into League Two. Now from League Two, they'll be in League One, where it's going to be a lot more harder because there'll be a lot more recognisable big clubs in League One, clubs that have probably even played in the Premier League at one particular point. So it's all out for them to see if they can achieve back-to-back promotions, and you never know. Football's a funny old game. But just seeing with this series as well what all the individual people in Wrexham or around Wrexham, involved in Wrexham in some capacity, what they bring to the club, whether it be a photographer or one of the oldest fans ever who's like 100 years old now, a shopkeeper, the mayor, not just the guy who runs the pub outside the stadium, who we've already seen already, not just the players like Paul Mullin, who we know very, very well, who's a fantastic footballer. And it would be amazing to see what he would be like playing for a top-tier club as a striker, because the guy's just a natural goal scorer. But just seeing all these other elements as well, all coming together. We didn't get as much of Rob and Ryan in this particular season. Obviously, they were both very busy with their own personal issues when it comes to what they do as a career in Hollywood. And as we all know, Ryan Reynolds was already filming Deadpool 3, Deadpool Wolverine, whilst Wrexham were doing their thing. So we didn't get as much of them, but we still got enough of them to know that regardless of them always having to be abroad and not at Wrexham as much as they would like to, like they did in the previous seasons, they were still very much involved. They were very much invested, and that was always great to see. They have the Midas touch. What they've done is just made things so much better, and it's a testament to them. When it comes to being an owner, what you can do, and then being Hollywood owners, being recognizable owners, it just added so much more. Like, people have made Wrexham their football team now, or their second football team. Like, even people like me, I'm an Arsenal fan, but without a doubt, I'm very much invested in Wrexham as well. But I like to see what they do next season, and I'm going to be keeping tabs on them. They are that fairy tale story, and this show, Welcome to Wrexham, has made that fairy tale come to light. It's made it a reality as well. I mean, don't get me wrong, next season things can go tits up, and maybe they might get relegated back to League Two. You never know. I mean, some dreams can turn into nightmares, but I'll be there to watch it, that's for sure. And even if that was the case, what Ryan and Rob have done for this club still means that, you know, that they can always turn things around again. But let's not talk about that right now, because at this moment in time, the momentum is very good for them. You know, everything's very uplifting. The fans are very positive. You know, people are in a really good place right now. And the only way, as far as this club is concerned, which was down at the bottom, is up. I give Welcome to Wrexham, which was just a fantastic show with so many interesting aspects to it. I give it an 8 out of 10. I mean, like, because I've seen the last couple of seasons, it's not as enthralling as it used to be. And obviously, you always, as you know, that Wrexham have already got promoted. All you really want to see is some of the shots and scenes that weren't necessarily shown on in the media, but, you know, like the dressing room scenes, what Rob was thinking, what Ryan was thinking at the time. Those are the sort of scenes you want to see when it comes to all the stuff you already know. And we did get some of that, but once again, because we already know that they got promoted, it is nice to see it from a different perspective. But overall, it was just another season of a show that we're quite familiar with, and so that's why I'm only giving it an 8 out of 10 this time round. But still, I very much enjoyed it. I do recommend it, especially if you're a football fan. This is really good stuff. It's really heartwarming stuff, feel good stuff. I really enjoy it. It's a great show. Only 8 episodes this particular season, but 8 is enough. You know, you don't want to drag this shit more than you need to. 8 was plenty. So it's on Disney Plus right now. I recommend it if you, as I said earlier, if you are a football fan. Even if you're not, you know, just to see the passion of people who are really invested in this sport, in this club, in their community, is also really cool to see. You know, it's just lovely stuff. It gets you right in the feels at times. It really does. Let me know what you think if you've seen this particular show. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to NerdTube, the greatest YouTube channel you never heard of. Take care now. Bye-bye.